Ooh, okay, we're in the train station right now. We are moving fast because we're running late this morning. Heading to the Children's Discovery Museum today. And we're supposed to be there at 1. It's 12:45 right now. So, I think we're going to be a little bit late. We hop on the MTR over to Sai Wan Ho on the eastern end of Hong Kong Island. The Children's Discovery Museum is a few-minute walk from the station, right on Shao Kai Wan. Easy to find, easy to get to, and the girls are already so excited for the next hour and a half. Okay, we made it. It's 13 after. Okay, apparently we have to be quiet according to Harper. From the outside, it doesn't look like much. It's a storefront right off a busy main street. But you walk inside and the girls light up. One of the museum's 5 fundamental values is please touch. So everything in here is hands-on. Tickets are about $67 for the family for a 90-minute block, which is honestly on the steep side. The water table here is the centerpiece of the museum. It's a big setup with channels and locks and little gates and pulleys and water wheels and tiny boats. You dam up one section, the water backs up. You open another gate, the flow changes. They learn about how dams work and why water pressure matters without ever hearing the word hydrodynamics. They're just playing.
The water table is really cool. Harper is trying to get the wettest she can.
The museum gives the kids little aprons at the water area, but the girls are still pretty soaked through by the end. If we did it again, we'd bring a change of clothes. Or be like us and just plan on a damp walk back to the metro. That's when you need to go uphill. Okay? Because the boat can't go up, right? You're gonna crash in. You can't go that way. Yeah. 90 minutes goes fast. The girls were running between the marble run and the music room and the pretend market and back to the water table. Okay, that's the Hong Kong Children's Discovery Museum, and that was a lot of fun. We're only there for about an hour and a half. I think you do have to make reservations. Is that right, Linz?
Yeah, and I think it is only an hour and a half.
Yeah, so you only get like an hour and a half block. And we definitely needed all of it. We could have stayed for easily another half hour to 45 minutes, maybe even another hour. I mean, it really wasn't even that busy, even with the field trip. So.
But also the girls did play at the water table for like 25 minutes, and usually you only get 10 minutes there, so.
But since we were the only people there,
right,
they didn't care.
I think so, yeah. So.
Quick stop at Daiso on the way out for a snack run, and then we're on our way to the next stop. So if you watched us for any time at all, you know we love a good Daiso. We like to go into them in different countries because it's kind of like a 100 yen store. Not everything's 100 yen, but a lot of things are.
In Japan are.
Yeah, so 100 yen's about 66 cents. Actually, it might only be like 64 cents right now. So Lindsay just found something that was 64, or was 100 yen, marked at 100 yen, but then had a price tag for 25 Hong Kong dollars, which is like $3.12 or something.
321.
321. So it costs, oh my gosh, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. We hop on a double-decker bus to cross the city over to the Hong Kong Science Museum. The top deck, front row, is definitely where it's at. All right, we're on the bus. We have like a 45-minute trip, so we're just gonna relax. The bus pulls out of Sai Wan Ho, cuts through the eastern side of the island, and crosses over the harbor into Kowloon, heading for Tsim Sha Tsui. Okay, we just took the bus under the tunnel, under Victoria Harbor, and we arrived at the bus interchange by the tunnel. Now we just have like a 5 or 6 minute walk to the Science Museum, and we looked it up last night. I think it's gonna be really cheap, like $8 for our whole family. I'll keep you posted on that for sure. And I think it's open till like 7 o'clock, so we have plenty of time. So we just got to Vietnam and pulled out one of our old phones. One that we sometimes let the girls use. This one. We actually used it a few months ago to film some stuff for Holafly, but we haven't touched it since. There's no active plan, nothing. So I turn it on, and to my surprise, it has internet. Not Wi-Fi, actual mobile data. And that's because Holafly is always on. Here's how it works. Once you've installed an Holafly eSIM, even after the plan ends, you automatically get 1 gigabyte of data every month. No renewal, no purchase, nothing. You just leave the Holafly eSIM turned on, and it's there, always on. And when you actually think about it, that's really useful. Flight gets delayed 3 hours, you've got data. Long layover somewhere new, you can leave the airport and find some food. You end up somewhere unplanned, your phone still works. Or you land somewhere and you forgot to buy a new Holafly eSIM with unlimited data, you're covered to get it all set up. We travel full time. We've been using Holafly for years, and when we need more than just 1 gigabyte, their unlimited plan has us covered. But the number of times we've needed just a little bit more data, directions, booking confirmations, messaging each other, messaging our airport transfer. It adds up. Having that backup just sitting there doing nothing until you need it, that's pretty useful. Get 5% off with the code Adam and Linz at eSIM.holafly.com. Right outside the museum entrance, there's a little walking street with the right-on-the-nose name of Science Museum Road.
We did a food tour, and we got these custard egg pies, and they are delicious. So we're going to get one right now before we go to the Science Museum.
There's a small bakery here where we grab some egg tarts and a couple of pineapple buns and eat them on a bench out front. Then we walk over to the museum.
But yeah,
The
good.
museum cost us 70 Hong Kong dollars. That's about $9 US for the entire family. Pretty much anywhere else in the world, this would be a $150 visit. Easy.
Okay, so it actually only cost us 40 because students are free. I'm not sure why, because it does have a price for kids. So, but right now we're here and it's free for them.
$5.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Got here. Really cheap museum, which is surprising in this city. So down here is like the paleontology. There's like a world of mirrors, some climate stuff. Oh, there's one of these carts with square wheels. Girls have done those before. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. We spent about 2 hours in the museum, and we probably could have spent another 2. The transportation wing, the electricity station, the tilted room, the static balls. The girls were running between exhibits like the place was about to close. This is what we love about world schooling. The girls spent an afternoon learning about pulleys and gears and magnets and circuits, and they thought they were just playing. We didn't have to convince them to pay attention, and the whole thing cost only $9.
This is a really cool museum. So if you're in Hong Kong, come to the Hong Kong Science Museum. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
Oh man, okay, that was a good day. Another good day in Hong Kong. Another beautiful freaking day. I mean, the weather, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This has been great. We're gonna go try and find some food. Don't judge us. I think we're gonna go to Outback. We finished the night with a small taste of home at Outback. Sometimes when you've been bouncing around Asia for the last year, a steak and a bloomin' onion is exactly what you need. Then back to the MTR, and the girls were in bed within an hour.
Subscribe, like, leave a comment down below. Love you guys. Bye. See you in the next video. Bye. We'll see you not tomorrow. Bye.
That's it. That's our 9 days in Hong Kong. If you've made it this far, please leave us a comment. Tell us your favorite stop in the series, or what you'd do in a week in Hong Kong with kids. Comments do help the algorithm, and we genuinely read every one of them. Hit subscribe if you want to keep following along, because we've got a lot more coming. We're leaving Hong Kong tomorrow, and the next series is going to be an absolute amazing one. For now, that's it. We're out. See you in the next one. Love y'all. Bye.